What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. Black dads get unnecessary disrespect. So, Chad Johnson, aka Ocho Cinco, aka Apex Predator to me, because he loves the killer whales. His daughter asks him for shoes, for sneakers, for Yeezys. Which, if anybody knows, Yeezys are a pricey shoe. So basically, he's like, you're supposed to get a job. And somehow, and the conversation gets posted. The text conversation gets posted. And in the conversation, he was like, look, his daughter was like, look, I run track. And, if anybody has kept up with him, his daughter, some plays football, his daughter runs track. At this particular point, those are the two more prominent kids that people know of, right? And so she was like, but I run track, I'm busy. So he responds by telling her, look, when I was your age, I basically, I went to school, I got on a bus, I worked a 6-hour shift at McDonald's to get, and I had a 2.2 and I was a star athlete. And then people got on him, oh, you had a 2.2. Oh my God, you had a 2.2. Obviously, his 2.2 made him more successful in his life than the vast majority of people in America. Nothing was wrong with what he said. And let's go back in time for all you people who, for you black folks and you non-black folks, y'all really wasn't in the hood like that. Because you would know, you talk so bad about these schools in the black neighborhoods, they're so underfunded and the teaching's not bad, but the community is so bad and there were shootouts. He was living in Liberty City and when drug game was really popping like that, when it was really serious. So is it anybody who's been up in those environments, is it a shock that people have a C average? No. No. From an environment that sometimes you eat, sometimes you don't. Sometimes your family and friends get killed. You go through depression. Sometimes your family has issues or friends have issues and people wind up, in these things that school is not like, oh, I'm getting up and going to school today. It's not like that all the time. But to me, just as a parent, he's a father, and what he said for his daughter to do was spot on. You want something this expensive, you need to work for it. People can get on him. He got a lot of kids. He do. But the one thing he's always been is intelligent about his money. Nobody wants to talk about how often he goes out in public and he goes places and he leaves these big tips for the people working because he's been there before. Nobody talks about that person. Nobody talks about the person who doesn't really buy jewelry. He buys fake jewelry because he's not going to spend that much money on stuff like that. Nobody talks about, the guy who still will hang out with people, in the upper echelon of life and in the bottom of life. He's that kind of person, But as a parent, why would you not teach your kids work ethic? And as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, he trains with his daughter. So it's like, he has the time, now that he's retired, to be with his kids, to be very much so hands-on, and he's doing that. And y'all got an issue with him. And even the way they wrote the article, he's flexing on his daughter with a 2.2. It wasn't about the 2.2. A lot of y'all, either y'all horrible people, horrible parents, or you have no idea about people's upbringings because you weren't really in those type of environments. All of this, if you so woke, you should have known, he had a 2.2, so what? That's a C average. The vast majority of Americans are C students, okay? The vast majority of Americans are C people. That's average. That's what C means, marriage. And some of y'all don't want to, since we're going to go there, some of y'all people who, you had a 2.5, 2.8, 3.0, 3.2, 3.5, I'm not going to go to the 4.0 people, but from anywhere to 2.5 to 3.5, y'all don't want to say that the vast majority of y'all were taking easy classes and cheating. So, we want to talk about that part? Because y'all did the same thing in college. The vast majority. That's why, people don't want to say, a lot of y'all didn't actually make it in the majors. A lot of people didn't finish school. But, hey, we're not going to talk about that part. You switched majors because your major was too hard. You cried to your teachers. You cried to your counselors. You cried for everybody to give you a grade here and there. But you're smart because I had a blah, blah, blah. No. You're not smart. Okay? Because if you were smart, you wouldn't be on Twitter like, he had a 2.2. Did you see but the message was, if you want something in life, you have to work for it. Because if you work for it, basically, you will, you take care of it better. You appreciate how much it actually took. You don't take things for granted when you're actually the one putting the sweat equity into it. But y'all gonna just skip over that part. Because if it was a mother saying that, I mean, y'all are crazy, man. Crazy. But am I surprised? Absolutely not. This is what goes on in the United States of woke, but not really woke America. So like, share, subscribe to Die Tribe. Peace.